die in some dusty corner. Yet behind his mischievous eyes burns a spark, the longing to prove he was more than a shadow of the streets. Night spent under the third star always left me wonder. Is this all my life will ever be? One spring afternoon, his steps heard a commotion. A young woman, clearly out of place, was being forced to pay for an apple she had no coin. Her eyes burned with defiance, yet she was clearly lost in the quarrel. With a quick reflex, Aladdin slipped into the crowd, grabbed her hand and whispered, "Follow me if you want to get out of this." Together, they ran between the stalls, leaping over baskets of spice and hid on the roof of an old house. The girl was none other than Princess Jasmine, secretly escaped from the palace to see her people's lives. Jasmine was impressed by Aladdin's bravery and kindness. For Aladdin, the moment felt like a dream, a princess speaking to him with genuine warmth. He knew they were from different worlds, but for the first time, he imagined a way out of his grim life. Meanwhile, within the palace walls, the Sultan's cunning advisor, Jafar, was weaving a plan. He saw a legendary artifact, the magic lamp, said to hold the most powerful spirit in the world. Ancient texts foretold that only one without name, without throne, could enter the cave of wonder where the lamp was hidden. Aladdin was the perfect candidate. In disguise, Jafar approached Aladdin with the promise of wealth and freedom if he would fetch a simple trinket from a cave. At first hesitance, Aladdin was swayed by dreams of a brighter future and by the memory of Jasmine. So Aladdin, with his little monkey, Abu, journeyed to the cave shaped like a colossal tiger's head. A booming voice warned from within, "Only one whose world lies far within may enter." Touching nothing but the lamp, heart pounding, Aladdin stepped inside. He saw a mountain of treasure, gold piled high and jewels shining like a frozen fire. But his eyes fixed one of simple oil lamp, dusty and unremarkable. When Abu was tempted by a ruby, the cave shook violently. Fire burst, the floor crumbled, and they nearly perished. In desperation, Aladdin rubbed the lamp. In an instant, blue smoke erupted, and a towering figure with a booming laughter appeared. Genie, the magical being who could grant 3 wishes, now stood before Aladdin. Instead of asking for riches or crowns, Aladdin stammered, "Get us out of here!" In a flash, they were soaring free of the collapsing cave. Beneath the desert star, Aladdin stared at the lamp in awe. Opportunity seemed to open wide. He remembered Jasmine, remembered the unreachable palace. With his second wish, he asked to become a prince. With a roaring laughter, Genie transformed him into Princess Ali of Ababwa, complete with fine robes, magnificent horses, and a dazzling procession that left all Agrabah in awe. He entered the palace with unmatched splendor. The Sultan was impressed, but Jasmine was skeptical. To her, this Prince Ali felt unfamiliar from the kind, street-smart boy who once saved her. So Aladdin tried to convince her, the lion weighed heavily on his heart. Behind the screen, Jafar sniffed out the truth. He realized that Prince Ali and the street rat were one and the same. Through trickery, he stole the lamp and made Genie his servant. With a single command, he crowned himself a sultan, then the most powerful sorcerer in the land of Agrabah. Agrabah fell under his shadow. Aladdin, stripped of everything, was thrown back to the street. For the first time, he truly felt like a nobody. But Jasmine refers to surrender. Together, they plot. With the courage and cunning, Aladdin managed to outwit Jafar, seized back the lamp, and challenged him before the palace. When Genie offered to grant his final wish, Aladdin paused. He could have asked for power, for riches, for life as grand as a dream, but instead he looked at Jasmine, then at Genie. Bound by chains of ancient magic, with a firm voice, he said, I want you to be free. Genie was stunned, then broke into the widest smile. The shackles shattered, and for the first time in eternity, he was free. Without a master, Jafar's power unraveled, and he was consumed by his own dark magic. Peace returned to Agrabah. The Sultan, having witnessed Aladdin's courage, gave his blessing for Aladdin and Jasmine to be together, not because he was a prince, but because his heart had proven worth. That night, on the palace balcony, Aladdin stood beside Jasmine, gazing over the glowing city lights. He was no longer just a street rat. He was the boy who dared to choose what the